Hey guys, welcome back to another World of Warcraft video, and today I'm doing my complete guide for the Sharptalon Falcosaur Mount, which is the second Falcosaur Mount that I'm going to be working on and showing you how to get. Now once you've killed the Matriarch, to obtain the Hatchling pet, you want to have a food item called dried bilberries to interact with it. Just follow the coordinates on screen and then you will obtain the pet. Hopefully you've already done that step by now, and then it will offer you quests a day. Obviously you want to level it to 25 first. And then the first quest after leveling it to 25 is to just take it to Darnassus, which is the capital city associated with this one. The Snowfeather asked me to take it to Stormwind, this time it's to Darnassus, and probably one of the easiest quests associated with this chain. Now, as before, these are offered as daily quests, but if you have more than one level 110 character, you can log between them and obtain more than one a day. And for the second part, we want to kill 3 pets in Val'sharah, as this one is associated with Val'sharah. All of the quests that you're going to be doing is going to be in Val'sharah, so you want to get used to that. So you just want to kill the Spring Striders in the lakes of Val'sharah. Bit of a bad angle there, it's underwater, it is natural habitat. But they're pretty easy to find, easy to kill, so you'll have no trouble doing those whatsoever. For the next step, you want to complete 5 world quests, and what it doesn't specify in that quest description is that they have to be in Val'sharah. Just like before, they're in High Mountain, this time they're in Val'sharah, so you want to make sure that you have a lot in Val'sharah. I had a lot available to me, so that was easy to do. Now, the next quest is that you want to complete 3 pet battle world quests. Now, these aren't as easy as the typical just pets in the world, and there should always normally be 3 world quests up for you at least once a day, so you should hopefully have enough to do that unless it bugs out on you. Try to keep your Falcosaur alive, because when the Falcosaur died, it didn't seem to give me any credit for completing the battle, so just a heads up there. Now for our next step, you have to complete 1 elite rare world quest in the Broken Isles. Now this one does not have to be in Val'sharah, and if you're like me, I kind of always do the elite world quest first because they offer the best reward, but luckily I had 1 left in Stormheim that I could do to actually get credit for this kill. Otherwise you're just going to have to wait for one to pop up for you. Now, next on the list, we have to defeat 3 Terror Lavas in Val'sharah. These are just another basic pet you will find, and these are, actually I think I found them everywhere. They're not hard to find, they're not hard to kill, very easy. You can see they're just little grubs, and you will have no problem whatsoever taking these down. Just be sure that your Falcosaur pet is on your team, and make sure that he doesn't die. And for the next step, we have to complete 3 PvP world quests with your Falcosaur Hatchling out. Now, PvP world quests, you have the choice between the towers or sort of the arenas that pop up every now and then. I'd recommend doing the towers. They're always very easy and very quick, and you can just get 3 of them done for the day and you'll get your quest done. Now, next we have to obtain a dirty spoon. Bit of a weird one, but this is one of the toys that you also get rewarded for doing this quest chain, and again this one is sold in Dalaran. You just have to go all the way around to, I believe it's the Legiman, one of the sort of the bigger bars or inns in Dalaran, Legiman Lounge, there we go, and then just talk to the bartender behind the counter, and then you're gonna have to fork out a lot of money, all that copper just to get this dirty spoon, and then once you complete the quest you'll be rewarded with a toy, so that can also help towards your toy mount if you don't already have it. Now for the next step, we're going back to Val'sharah to defeat another 3 different type of pets. These are called ringtails. But specifically, the game is going to ask you to have a specific type of pet available. So all you want to do is go to your pet families, uncheck all, and then check the type in which you need. In this case, it's flying, so be sure to have a various range of pets in order to actually be able to do these. So you need at least 2 other flying pets, and there's also a lot more you're going to need for the quest chain. But these weren't particularly hard to find, they're not hard to beat. Again, it's just a matter of having more than your Falcosaur pet available to you. Now for our next step, we're moving on to our dungeon quest, which in this case we have to defeat the 3rd boss in Darkheart Thicket. So just queue for that in heroic or normal, very easy to take down if it's just an ult like this one is here. And then just make sure you have your Falcosaur pet out, because if you don't you're going to miss the kill and you're going to have to redo it all again. So just have your pet out, kill the 3rd boss, and that's very easy to complete. Now what you want to do is we're going to head back to Val'sharah to defeat 3 Veil Flitterers, I believe they were called, but this time we're going to need another different pet family. So again, uncheck all and then check the type that you need, and in this case it's aquatic for us. I use the Dancing Water Skimmer and the Eternal Strider from Pandaria. I just think they're quite strong with their pump. And once you arrive in Val'sharah, your map will obviously tell you where to go to obtain these, but I had trouble finding them. They weren't too much trouble, but they're an example of one that you're going to have to do a bit of running around for and going back and forth between the zones to actually find them. So don't worry if you can't find them, they just take a bit of time. Now we're getting towards the end of our quest chain, and this one we have to kill Xavius in the Emerald Nightmare, and this is doable in Looking for Raid, so just queue for Rift of Arn and you can get that done pretty much instantly with no trouble at all. And then you also get an Ultimate Training Battlestone to maybe use to instantly level up another Falcosaur pet, or another pet that you need for the quest chain. Just make sure to have your pet out while you kill Xavius to get credit. Now we're going to have to complete another 3 Pet Battle World quests, but this time with 2 Magic quests. Now this is the last step, and this one is a lot harder in difficulty than the rest of the quests. Just be sure that you have some magic pets with you. So again, these are world quests. These aren't just killing 3 random pets, these are completing the world quests. Now the world quests, they're not typically too hard, but when you have to specifically use 2 different types of pets that you might not have available to you, it can be tricky, but I think you'll get them done if you just play your cards right. And then we move to our last step in the quest chain, which is to return the hatchling back to its nest like before. So you want to head back to Val'sharah right at the start of the video, and up here you will find a wounded Falcosaur, and then you just bandage it up. It will get up, be very thankful for you for healing it, and then you will be given the Viridian Sharptalon, and for me this is the second of the 4 Falcosaur mounts available to us. So now I've got both. We have the Bloodgazer and the Direbeak left, but before I end the video I just wanted to talk about those 2 very quickly, and the fact is that they will not be obtainable for a while because the raid quests involved with them are actually to do with Nighthold. So these other 2 mounts are in fact gated behind Nighthold, and Blizzard have just announced yesterday that Nighthold will probably not be releasing until January. So you can do your quest chains up until your raid sort of quest, but until then the other 2 are unobtainable. So just be sure to get the first 2, make sure you get your hatchlings done, and then I will see you again for the next Falcosaur mount guides, hopefully in January, where I will complete those 2. But thank you very much for watching, and subscribe for more guides.